Hey everybody, it's Dana Joy from Got Joy Creations. Today I'm going to tutorial how to make a very simple masculine card. I don't make a lot of masculine cards, so this is going to be a good tutorial for me. So I'm just going to start with some Nina Solar White cardstock. This is the 80-pound weight, and I'm going to grab my Hero Arts Tweed stencil. I have all the materials that I use for this card in the link or description bar below. So I'm just going to go ahead and tape my stencil down, because the one thing when you're doing stenciling, you do not want your stencil to move on your paper. So it's best just to go ahead and tack it down with either some post-it note paper or some painter's tape. Next, I'm going to use my distressed inks, as these have become one of my favorites in my stamp room. I'm going to use the Spice Marmalade, the Wild Honey, and the Crushed Olive. So as usual, when you start doing a stencil, you want to bring your color in from the corners. You just don't want to come straight into it. You want to go ahead and blend in from the corner. So you're going to just do small circular motions on this, and I'm just using the round blending tool. Just going to add a little bit more and run it over into the next section that I'm going to be adding my color to. So let's get rid of that, and then we're going to come in with the crushed olive. I'm just going to grab another blending tool, and again I'm starting on the outside of the stencil and moving the color inward. Now this stencil could work for a variety of cards, birthday cards, thank you cards. You can really mix it up with any inks that you want. It's just a really good and cute way to dress up a card without having to have a whole bunch of embellishments or ribbons. So let's move that one out the way, and the last color we're going to use is that Wild Honey, and this one gives like a nice yellow color. So again, I'm just coming in from the outer corners of the stencil and working the ink into the paper. Start up from the bottom and do the same thing. And I was sure to make sure that the colors kind of overlapped each other, so it will fade in kind of seamlessly. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove the stencil now, and you end up with a really cool pattern on your card. So I'm going to lift that up and start cleaning up my area. Next, I'm just going to fold a half a piece of the Nina 100-pound weight Solar White cardstock for my base. And as you can see, that's a really nice card with not a lot of work involved. Okay, so I want to add a sentiment to this card, and I'm going to use this Hustle stamp set by Mama Elephant. I'm going to use the Go On With Your Bad Self. I think that's such an adorable saying to put on a card, especially a masculine card. So I'm just going to set that aside, and I grab myself another piece of paper, and I'm just going to ink it out with my VersaFine black ink. And I'm just going to line it up and press kind of firmly so I can get a good impression on the first go around. Alright, and there we had it. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut this off camera. So I went ahead and cut it off camera, and I wanted just some squares, so I went ahead and I used the My Favorite Things pierced rectangle die. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and mount my white panel onto some black cardstock, since I had did that with the sentiment already. So I'm just going to use my Perfect Paper Crafting mat, and let me go ahead and grab one of the little mini rulers that comes with it. Now you can pick up the mat and the 2 mini rulers for $22 right now. If you go on the sidebar of my blog, scroll down, you're going to see a little link. Click on it. It's going to take you straight to the store where you can pick this up for $22. It's such a great deal, and I'm telling you, you can never mess up your cards with matting anymore. So I'm just going to line that up, and I'm going to grab my ruler, and I'm going to use the 1/16 inch line. So I just have like a very minimal border around my front panel. I don't want it to be really big. But again, this is like foolproof. You can't mess this up. You just need to, stick your cardstock down, and really the rulers and your little craft knife there does all the work for you. Going to make sure I get that clean cut, and it's going to just be my last one. All right, and that is done. Move my stuff out of the way and bring back in my card frame. Now just let me clear everything out of the way real quick. And I'm just going to go ahead and grab my Xyron runner and mount my sentiment. The piece of paper I was using when I put down my sentiment, I didn't realize I had stamped it before on the back. But not a biggie. It's on the back side of it. Nobody's going to see it. Just going to go ahead and line that up. And since this is a masculine card, I'm not going to put a lot of dimension to it. So I'm just going to lay that panel down flat. I'm not going to put it on any pop-up dots or dimensionals. Since it's a guy's card, you know, I kind of feel like the simpler it is, the better. We don't need a lot of stuff for male cards, or masculine cards rather, in my opinion anyway. But I am going to pop up the sentiment. So I'm just going to grab my roll of foam adhesive. And I keep this on a roll because I use it a lot. I think 3 pieces will work out just fine. Just place those down really quick. Alright, and our card's almost done. As you can see, it didn't take us much time at all to make this card. Just going to line my sentiment up carefully on, right smack in the middle, I guess I'll put it. Alrighty, and there you have it. A really nice masculine card that didn't take a lot of time. Thank you for watching today. Make sure to subscribe or follow me on all the links right here. Thank you for taking the time to watch me, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.